Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I am here with Mark with the mic.
What is going on? What is going on?
A lot, a lot.
Yeah,
You have some stuff to talk about that is very important.
I have very angry things too.
Yeah, yeah. Nope, nope. We have to hear them because you bought Crimson. You bought Crimson. That's it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then you have to talk about the massive disappointment that is the Marvel. Was it Retro Collection? I know it has an official name, but
Yeah, Marvel. I don't fucking know the
we'll
name.
get to it. We'll get to it.
Um, Marvel Maximum Collection. All right, I'll go to Marvel Maximum Collection first because it'll be the fastest one. Why does Captain America and Avengers don't have online play? You have two trophies that require gameplay for multiple players, and why you don't have online play on that, I don't understand. X Men is X Men.
Arcade Classic.
X Men is
Okay.
X Men. Captain America and Avengers, if they're gonna do an update, they had to put online play on that. Like that's just given. Um, we did not need four versions of Spider Man and the X Men.
We don't need to
Four
preserve that.
fucking versions of Spider Man and the X Men.
Are any of them the handheld versions?
Two of them,
Oh,
Game
oh,
Gear and
you,
fucking Game Boy.
oh, you have to play that on stream.
No, it's Game Boy NES because I forgot NES had a copy.
You need to stream that. I need to see suffering.
Oh God. So, all right. So I have this app called Fetch, and I get free
Okay.
PSN cards and stuff because you just scan your receipts and they give you points. Sometimes when you go regular grocery shopping, they have extra points for them. So
Hmm.
I had like about 20. I have about almost 50,000 points. So I did one $25 gift card, and I paid for that. So I didn't really pay for it. I kind of
Hmm.
paid for it because I bought groceries and stuff to get the points, but somehow, some
Yes.
way, it's free. In my mind, it's free because if not, I'll be mad, more mad. Um, yeah, X Men is fine. I like the fact that they actually had the full 6-person screen and they stretched the screen out. I thought that was kind of cool. It has all the sound effects of the arcade. Whatever, it's cool. Um,
Oh, you mean you get to hit Colossus go? "Arr."
yeah, it has all the sound effects of the arcade and everything like that. It has all the music and stuff like that. One of the trophies is when Magneto says his first lines in the game. It's cool. X Men is dope. I enjoyed it. I got all the trophies for X Men. Captain America and Avengers, arcade version, dope. That's it. That Sega Genesis version. It's bad. It's the SNES version, and it's not good. It's a slower version of the Sega Genesis. They should have put the Sega Genesis version, but they did not. They put the SNES version. That's slower, and it's annoying. And then they put the NES one, which is a fucking hard ass game and is annoying as shit too. And then you only have Captain America and Hawkeye, and they tell you to do things that doesn't understand. It doesn't have the criteria, fucking how to do things and how to get out of the damn thing. But luckily they put cheats, so if you want to just go through the game, you can put the cheats on and you could just go. But me,
I'm
I'm
confused.
stubborn and I don't put the cheats and I get pissed off.
So wait,
Um,
wait, hold on. Because I'd never had it. So you have to explain to me the difference or the type of game. What type of game is the? You said the NES one, right?
so
What
NES
is?
Captain America and Avengers was kind of a think Turtles, but without the little
Which
turtle
one?
van
Which
on the
one?
map. The first one.
The first one. Okay.
Think about Turtles, but without the little turtle van on the map.
You're not selling me as a good game.
It's not a good game.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
It's very janked. It's very I guess it tries to play like Contra and Mega Man a bit because you can see the influence of it, but it doesn't play that great. And you're just pretty much going into in and out of stages, getting lives and stuff like that, leveling your guy up until the last boss, and then you fight certain bosses at here and there. The character designs are pretty boring.
Can you tell who's who?
Yeah, you can tell
I
who's
mean,
Cap.
I
Yeah,
mean the villains.
yeah, you can.
Because
They at
one
least
of
have
my
that.
one of the funniest things about the original Captain America and the Avengers is the little small redesign to Juggernaut.
Yes.
where his little face is just like it's either like a visor, a little bubble, a
I
little
was like,
eyeball.
why Juggernaut's in this game? Isn't he an X-Men? And then the Sentinel's in this game.
Because Juggernaut comes out, runs through, and it's like, who is that? And then
Yeah.
you find out later it says Juggernaut on the health bar. I'm like, what? Why he
Wrong,
got no face?
wrong, wrong franchise.
Also, yes, wrong franchise.
And then there's a Sentinel. You fight the Sentinel in the fucking flying stage.
Yeah, but that was dope. I
It was
can't say
dope,
that.
but I forgot it was a Sentinel. I thought it was Galactus.
I can see that. No, I can see that.
And then
Also, hold on. Because of the characters in the arcade version, I don't see why it couldn't have been. You got Vision and you got Iron Man. Like, all right,
yeah,
but it's a Sentinel, yes.
yeah. I guess
So
yeah.
they squeezed pretty much. So if I was to say start naming the ones that are in the arcade one, they're in the Nintendo one in some form, or did they just put all new and mix some of the other
The
ones?
NES one has nothing to do with the arcade game.
Also,
It's
so
its own game. Yeah.
no, I'm saying, but did they use the villains from it, or are they even more different
Um,
Marvel villains?
it's Wizard, which he's actually some of them
Yeah,
are.
some of them.
Wizard's
Okay.
one. Mandarin, I think, is the main boss.
Oh, that's different.
Crossbones. They're all in Captain America and Avengers. So,
But Banner is not the main voice. Okay.
no, he's one of the. I think he's the second boss actually, second or
Mm-hmm.
third. And he has a whole weird suit that I forgot that he had in the 80s.
Oh, all right.
I think Grim Reaper is one.
He's in both.
He's the
in
second boat, and then Red Skull's not in this game.
both.
No,
So why
he's
is
not.
Captain America in this game?
Mandarin is the
That's
main.
crazy.
Mandarin is the main villain in this
How
game.
you put Iron Man's main villain and then take out Iron Man
That's LJN. I don't fucking
of the time? Yeah, LJN. So this is why I say to Jeff Jarrett, because you gave Jeff Jarrett money. Because isn't he on like their board or something now? The LJN, remember that was a thing.
Nah, he's
Was he that
acclaimed.
he's trying to? Yeah, that's who LJN is.
But I thought
That's
it
what I
was
was trying to tell you.
Konami.
So no, LJN. I know the collection is Konami, but the history is LJN became Acclaim. That's why the logo
Okay.
is still the rainbow.
You know what?
And they changed the name. People speculate to get away from the stink of LJN.
I need Dan Helsing to curse Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Curse him. I hope he gets hit in the balls many times. I don't care how old he is. I don't.
Because remember, also the original Captain America is Data East,
No, it's Data. The NES one is Data East.
and the arcade one I
Yes.
thought was Data.
Yes, they
That's what
both
I'm
are
saying.
Data. No, so
I-
I'm looking at it right now. It's Data East.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, so I'm thinking that Konami bought bought Data East.
they
I'm
probably
assuming.
own it, or they paid to use the game. Because it's a
Which is weird.
collaboration. It's Konami and collaboration with other people.
But it is weird, right? I only say it's weird because their logo is like front and center.
Yeah.
Because it said it is. Aren't they publishing it? Like
Maybe
isn't
they
it
pay for the rights,
interesting? Okay.
and
Very interesting.
and then they couldn't just give monies to Sega to release the Spider-Man arcade game.
It's just very weird.
Y'all paid for Spider-Man and the X-Men. I couldn't pay a little extra for Spider-Man the arcade game because I would trade all those 4 copies of Spider-Man and the X-Men for that game.
Mhm.
Even though that game wasn't that great either, but it was better than Spider-Man and the X-Men. All 4 editions of Spider-Man and the X-Men is ass.
And it had some of the funniest sounding bad guys I've ever heard because they made this weird giggle noise. I don't know if you remember that. Those dudes.
I
in
haven't
the
played them
jumpsuits,
yet. I haven't
I don't
played them
know
yet.
the old Spider-Man game that we're
Oh, that's
talking about.
Spider-Man.
The
Yeah,
4-player beat 'em up.
Yeah.
The main bad guys, like they have. I don't know if they were AIM villains or
They're
something
AIM, I
else.
think.
They made this. I can't forget it. This weird giggling noise when you fought them. And it was just like
That game was annoying too because Venom just came out of nowhere and just tried to fight you.
Well, that was cool. I thought that was
Fuck
cool.
Venom. I remember how many quarters I lost because of his ass because he just popped
Yeah.
out of nowhere like hi and fucked me up. And I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
The Sega Spider-Man game too, he did that shit.
Well, that's what he does.
Fucking asshole.
Well, that was 90s Venom. Excuse me. I don't think he does that anymore.
He does. He's good now. No, he's Carnage now.
Right. Well, that's different.
Eddie Brock has bonded with Carnage, and now he's insane.
All right. Okay.
Mary Jane is Venom right now.
Is she good or bad? No,
She's
but
good.
is she good or bad?
She's good.
Okay.
She kind of takes off of Spider-Man's mentality. So yeah, she's good.
Okay.
But she's like a golden. She has a golden spider.
Doesn't he have a golden suit now too? Spider-Man?
Nah, he did it for a short storyline, but he's back to there.
Like he was in space with Rocket Raccoon, I remember.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he had this
he was in space.
Cool,
Yeah, he had a
cool golden suit.
he had a fling with an alien.
Oh, all right.
Hey, Spider-Man don't.
I mean, Peter Quill is in love with a green lady.
Spider-Man don't discriminate. He is Spider, so
He is not.
he.
He's a man. But
it's funny because I haven't really picked up a Marvel comic in a while. But when I hear these things that's happening, it just blows my mind with a lot of the random shit. I'm like, what happened? Why is it there? Like Mary Jane being Venom. I'm like, when that happened? And then I go back to the story, and it's a pretty decent story on why she became Venom and the fact that the Venom suit had somewhat of a bond with her because of Parker, and it saved her. And then when it saved her, it bonded with her, and then they agreed to each other to help each other and be the hero. And then she still looks like a dude, like she looks like Venom, like Eddie Brock Venom, but she's in the suit.
But doesn't she have a different color scheme though?
She has black and gold.
Okay,
she's fancy.
So it's all right.
She's fancier. Yeah.
Okay.
But she like as Venom, she's a dude. Like she's like
built like she's shaped
because there were female Venom, so like that's the reason why I was saying like she didn't really take the form of what she is. But I guess it does hide her identity because Venom looks like a dude, and you won't expect Mary Jane to be Venom.
This is true.
So it works. Yeah, but when I catch up, when I read these things, I'm like, what the fuck happened there? And why is that there? And then Eddie Brock becoming Carnage and how that happened. I'm like, okay, whatever. I am so lost with everything. And then I always ask people, like, where's a good starting point? They're like, I don't know. And then I'm like, fuck it, I don't even bother. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, the X-Men game. If you're gonna buy this collection just to have the archive of having X-Men and Captain America Avengers as an arcade game, and owning it in your hand and on a disc, fine. It's $40 physical. If you don't care about the physical, $25 is better than $40. The rest of the games are not good.
Too much apparently.
I will argue to this day, Maximum Carnage is not a good game.
No, I will fight you on it because at the time, if you didn't know what was on Sega at the time, because I'm only going off of Sega. I didn't have Super Nintendo. I didn't have Final Fight. Like I didn't have the Capcom.
Yes, Streets of Rage though.
Yeah, but by that time, Streets of Rage was already done.
You had 2 and 3.
And 3 was not. 3 was and is an acquired taste, and I don't think
I will say play Maximum Carnage now.
And that didn't come out. No. I will be honest. That didn't come out by that time because Streets of Rage 3 is like one of the last generation of Sega games, so it's definitely after. But I will stand up for Maximum Carnage in A. It was one of those Genesis games that some of the stages, now I'm not saying all of them, they knew how to do the music. Because I would say like that low ass boss theme that plays for the generic fat dudes that show up, like that shouldn't be so good. Like there's music in that game that's good and bad, so I'll stand up for that. And there was no other game that had Ghost Rider. Like I think it was, again, I don't want to confuse Separation Anxiety because I know Daredevil is in that one, but like Ghost Rider is in there. Wasn't Doctor Strange a buddy?
Captain America was.
I know. Okay, Captain America's a buddy. Firestar was a buddy.
Firestar was a person. Black Cat, I think, was.
Black Cat is a buddy.
And
Like
one of the
it.
I think Deathlock.
Yeah, it was Deathlock.
It was Deathlock.
So that alone and just make me gonna say, Mark, what other game had Deathlock in it? There's no other game.
After play it now and then tell me.
I just what other game had Deathlock in it? Deathlock is not an indie video game.
No, but it was not.
And it makes me sad.
Yeah, it's not a great game. It's not.
It's not.
There's
It's
a
too
lot
long.
worse.
It's too long.
There's a lot worse than that game on this thing.
Oh yeah, the sequel.
The sequel and Spider-Man and the X-Men.
Yes.
And fuck
Yeah.
Silver Surfer.
I think everybody at this point knows what they're getting into, though.
Yeah, it's a hard ass game. It's really hard.
It's not easy.
It's not bad. Like once
And it has good music.
once you get the pattern and stuff, it's not a bad game. Like it's very like a space character, like a Gauntlet kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
But you're surfer. I wish I had like more power ups and stuff like that, and I think that would have helped you a bit more through the stages. But they didn't care. They want you to be tortured.
LJN.
People bought. Honestly, they should have put a sign. You need Game Genie with this.
Do you know if the old games have the cheats also, like the old the NES? Do
No,
they just infinite lives and
no. You had a good Game Genie. That's why I said like if you buy this game, you must have Game Genie. Like that game, like you need at least one of the two cheats on there. Like you need one of them because if not, you get touched by everything. Everything touches
Yeah.
you and it
Yes.
hurts you. Everything,
yes.
even like the sides of the wall,
Yep.
hurt you. So, yes, like that was not a great game. I finished it. Not a great game. It's a hard game. Again, there's some Marvel games I would like. I could think of that could be added to this, but
If they do a part 2, but you have to keep it to that era. You can't bring it past 16-bit.
there's not a lot of.
Because what's the point?
Uh,
So what would you put?
Give Sega money. Put the Sega X-Men games, put Spider-Man from Sega, and put the arcade. Like that's the only ones I could say that would be a collection that I will buy because that NES
No, I'm
X-Men
saying-
game sucked.
I'm saying if you could make one and you had your pick of SNES, NES, and Sega, what would
There's not a
what
lot of
would
good
you put
ones. There's
Well,
not a lot
I-
of good games for Marvel wise. There's not a lot of good games.
I would say?
The Punisher game for NES
Yes.
that was pretty
But
good.
I mean, it's already.
There's like 3
It's
stages.
No,
No,
I'm
not
talking
the
about-
not the Sega one. The original
the
NES. It was like a
shooter.
shooter game. Yeah,
the-
it had like
yeah,
3
so
stages, and then you were done.
behind the back.
Yeah, that game was
Okay,
not
that's
bad though.
one.
That's one. Sega's
I-
Sega's collection, Sega stuff. The 2 X-Men games and Spider-Man, and the arcade Spider-Man.
I would say put War of the Gems in there.
Yeah, they have
I
it
mean,
in the
that-
one up. I was surprised they didn't put that.
If Capcom lets you, I'm just saying.
The War of the Gems, yeah, I'll add that because and that then in that X-Men game they have for SNES. That
What
Capcom
X-Men?
did.
What X-Men game?
I think it was the Apocalypse one.
Oh, Mutant Apocalypse.
Yeah,
yes.
they could add that. That was
That was decent.
that was okay. They could add
Don't
that
put-
at least.
I'm surprised Adamantium Rage is not on this one because that is an acclaimed game.
Fuck that game.
I mean,
I
I'm
didn't
not
wanna
saying
talk
it's
about
good.
I don't want to talk about that one. That one.
No, I wouldn't put that.
I
in.
remember being so hyped for that game because I saw it in the comic book ad, and I saved up every fucking dime I had, and when I played it, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah,
I
it's-
hated that game. I
don't
hated
see
it.
that.
I hated it. I gave it to my
See?
cousin. I
See?
traded him.
I-
I traded him for Batman.
I mentioned it before in
It
the
was a great
cast,
trade.
but Toys R Us had that in the kiosk. So you remember when you can go to Toys R Us and play
Mhm.
like Sega and Sega
Yeah,
and
yeah. I
and all
remember.
that stuff.
Yes.
That was one of the games I played it. And I was like, this is not good. I remember because the sticking point was the rage mode
Yeah.
where you're supposed to like kill a few enemies and if you get hit, certain amount of times. Instead of dying, he goes into berserker rage, and then it's supposed to be like, all right, you can get through the stuff, and it's just like, no, that's what they told you. That's not what happens because you just keep getting hit by stuff, keep getting hit by. That's one of the games where it's just like it feels like it was a shooter that they threw Wolverine into because there's so much stuff on the screen that can kill you. It just sucks. It's not good.
It's
It's
not.
not good.
It's
It's
not.
not good.
So yeah, I wouldn't have put in that. I traded my cousin for Batman because he hated Batman because he couldn't pass it.
Which Batman?
The NES Batman.
Oh, okay.
I think I won out on that bet because I love that Batman game. It's hard, but it's great.
Yeah, it was simple too.
Yeah,
It had a
it was played like Ninja Gaiden.
idea in, yeah, that's pretty much it. It had an
Yeah,
idea in mind and they stuck to it.
yeah. So that's my all I have to say about that Marvel collection.
So wait, you got to give it a score. What is it?
I'm at just play X Men and Avengers, Captain America and Avengers out of out of 10. Just play those two
Damn,
games.
damn.
Maximum Carnage is, I guess, I don't like it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get it's nostalgic for it, and I'm like, I did not like this game when I was young. I really did not like that game. I was like, damn, I really don't like. Spider-Man looked weird climbing the wall.
Oh yeah, he did.
The
Yeah.
the the fights were very like pretty much fighting the same people over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like I did not care, and like why is this not two players? Why you have Venom and not have two players?
Mm-hmm.
And then he did with separation anxiety, and I was like, I didn't want to play this at all. But yeah, yeah. If you if you want to keep X Men Arcade and Captain America's the arcade versions in your library and have a physical copy of it, then get this. It's worth it if you want those two games. It's like the same thing with the Capcom collections. I'll say just buy it physical just so you have the collection. Just because how shit happens, like we lost Marvel's Capcom for years before we got a new copy in the collection. So I would say if you want to preserve those games, then get that because honestly, the only way you could get the X Men arcade game on a system if you have a 360 and you still have your save file of the X Men arcade game. Beyond that, like you cannot play it. The fucking online does not work. Um, so get it if you want those two games and you want to preserve them. Beyond that, the rest of the games are doo doo.
I mean, listen, I'd say just get main for the X-Men,
Yeah,
and that's
I'll say Captain American Avengers was fun.
like
I
Captain America.
enjoyed it. I always liked that game because I liked the vehicles when they send you like the space. That's the reason why I never picked Iron Man. I always picked Captain America. You wanna know why? Because he got a little space, little flying thing. Iron Man just flew, and I was like, oh, that's boring. I want the fucking motorcycle. I think Hawkeye and Captain America got the flying thing, and then Vision and Iron Man flew. But yes.
Right?
The next
Cool.
one is Crimson Desert.
What is this game? I need to know what it is.
I feel like this is like you know that. Did you see that a Korean game that's coming out that has like the dude could swing like Spider Man and it has like GTA play and is one of those free to play Japanese like games or Korean games.
No, I've not seen that.
I
That sounds.
forgot the name of it, but
I.
he swings like Spider Man, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
an open world kind of shit, but it's like very anime generic shit that town. This is what that feels like. It feels like they try to do that, but with Witcher, and just make generic characters, and that's exactly what you do. The one thing I love about it is that I could just pet all the cats and actually have them all my friends, and I can make an army of cats. That's the highlight of this game so far, is that I can make an army of cats.
What do they do?
And you can put armor on them too. They'll collect shit for you.
Okay, okay.
So like if you break a whole big thing, they collect shit for you and they all follow you. And I have an army of cats. That's the best part of the game. Um, it's not a. I won't say it's a bad game because I'm actually playing it little by little, but I'm finding joy into it because I like to wander around. I like to discover things, and with the updates, they've been cleaning up little by little, so they have been putting work into fixing the game and adding things and things like that. So I give them credit for it. But it's it's a downgrade of Witcher 3.
Okay.
It's very open world. You could do a lot of things. There's a lot of things to discover and things like that. But beyond that, like I think everything else is just all the characters around and the very story is very generic. And I feel like they didn't really put the creative side into the storyline, period. But I feel like, and then the guy itself, he's like very generic looking. I feel like they just looked at generic one and just put a beard on him and made him look like a knight, and that's pretty much what they did. But beyond that, like the guy doesn't have really much characteristic. When he talks, he's very generic. Again, the biggest word I'm gonna say with this game is generic. It's very generic. It's like someone created like a bootleg Witcher, and this is it. But they're gonna add flying
The
and shit.
see the thing I heard that is most compared to is Dragon's Dogma.
I
Like
would
the
say honestly, I would say it's very similar to Dragon Dogma what I played.
but
Um,
it doesn't have the key component of you making the character, which
you
is like
can customize him eventually, like hair and shit like that. I
uh
haven't got there yet.
and that's the other thing I've heard about the game. It takes like 10 hours to get fun because that's when all the stuff that you can do like starts to actually open
Yeah.
up.
I would suggest do like the main story to like the fourth chapter. And then once you get to the fourth chapter, that's when you start seeing the things open up and how your powers work and whatnot, and then you could get more stuff into it. It's not a bad game. With the updates they're doing, it's not bad. But I could see me losing interest in this game if they don't get me into some action somehow, some way. Because for for a bit of time, I'm enjoying collecting the cats and having a cat army, but that's gonna get old very soon. So,
Mhm.
and unless they attack, or I can actually have them attack, I'm gonna lose interest in soon. And then also we have a couple games coming out within this week, within the next couple weeks that I'm eyeballing. So I kind of want to just stay on it and just try to keep going and grinding. But the missions are very bland. The characters, the world is very bland. The game looks very pretty, but the world is boring. I think that's
I
where
can
it
see that.
is. The
Okay.
game is extremely pretty, but very boring. Like I
Oh
would
yeah.
say, it's a
How does it
it.
hold up?
Yeah,
I was gonna ask. She said it looks good. How does it hold up, like
I
gameplay wise?
I
Is it
haven't
stuttery?
I haven't had issues with the gameplay, and I have it on HDR, and I have it on I have it for quality,
Yeah.
and it hasn't really did the jank shit with me. I
Okay.
I
Okay.
might have had one thing that happened, and it was I was on my horse, and I got hit off, and instead of falling, I flew up.
Yeah. All right.
And I don't know what happened there, but I flew like 5 feet, and then it went back down, and it hurt me.
Of course it did. Of course it hurt.
But that was I would say that was like the most extreme shit. But when I fought like people and stuff like that, the only thing I don't like the camera angle on him. Like you can put it closer, and you can even go first person. But I feel like the way they had the camera is dead centered, and you
Okay.
have to move it, and it won't flow with where you're going. So, like, say for instance, you have a bunch of people around you. You gotta
Yes.
kind of have them all come together and try to get them all into one line, instead of having behind you, because they'll fuck you up from behind.
I see. I see.
But it's not. I will say right now I'm at a 7, with like a 7 ish with it, just because like I find the story, like I'm listening to the story and I find it very boring. I also
Mhm.
find the character very boring. At least Geralt was like he was an interesting character. You had more of a story with him, and I also had a story with him with Witcher 2. But going into this one, it's not.
I guess
It's
this also the
yeah.
voice acting is good too in Witcher. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
that and this one is very generic. Like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised the voice actors AI, because they did a lot of AI shit, and then they
No,
kind of
they
discovered that
got
shit too.
no. So they only discovered they left placeholder art. So they got screamed on for it, but
Yeah, I saw
they
that.
they admitted to what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything.
They did some updates recently that they added more things that you could ride. Like you could ride a dragon, you could ride a polar bear and a lion and stuff. So I'm excited for
Where
that.
you find them at? Just laying on the ground?
I
What?
guess you got to
On
do a
the side of the
mission.
road?
You probably got to do a mission to get them. I'm interested in the polar bear. I wanna
See,
ride a polar bear.
so this is the thing I say about
That's
the
my goal.
game. Everything I see about it is not in the beginning.
Yeah,
That's the
it's like
that's the
hours
misleading
in.
part.
Yeah,
It doesn't. They messed up by showing you all the cool stuff you get at like the mid to the almost end of the game, because I see the cool combat stuff and then I see the magic and I'm like,
yeah,
yo, you can do this. I see like the special moves that like clear out like 5 6 enemies at a time. And then I'm watching people play and I just see generic dudes swinging a sword at one guy at a time. I'm like, what is this whack at? This is so vanilla.
I unlocked the RKO and I just RKO everybody.
And then that's when I saw that. I was like, oh, you can RKO people. You can run around and kind of do the clothesline from hell. And I'm like, okay, this stuff here is just you got to go in that upgrade thing and dig for the right stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. And
So
it's
I'm like,
annoying to get gang. You had to like really do a bunch of things in order to gang those things.
that's it's so yeah. When they front loaded it with how it looks, and it's turning out that it's mad shit you got to do before you get it, and that's why I don't.
Yeah.
I thought we would, Mark. I thought as the games progress and people learn how to make games for better or for worse from different studios and stuff, that they would stop doing the old stuff that people constantly say is bad or boring. So why does this game in 2026 seem like it has a bunch of that in
Because they keep firing people.
it? It's the best dance I've ever heard. All right, well,
That
solves that problem.
if you want the best quality of the game, stop fucking firing your people.
Yeah, yeah.
You rush it out, and this is what happens. But like the RKO shit was fun. That's the reason why I looked directly. I went through that whole fucking thing to find it, and I
Mm-hmm.
found where it was at, and I saw what I needed. I was like, all right, this will be the first thing I fucking unlock. And then once I unlocked it, I just RKO everybody.
Yep.
Everyone's getting one. I'll go to a random dude that's selling teeth, and I'll fucking RKO him.
Well, I don't know if that's a random dude if he's selling teeth. Uh
Yeah, he got RKO'd.
oh.
But but it's an interesting game. Like
I'm waiting for the patches for them to smooth out the controls because I do not feel like fighting controls while I'm playing the game. I
actually
can't do it.
that's my other thing too. The controllers. The control they
And
have
you
weird. They have a weird. I feel like they honestly ask like Siri, hey, make a control screen for me. The,
I feel like they wanted to be different on purpose, but they didn't understand that that's not the best thing to do. You know what I mean?
yeah, because some of the buttons that overlap each other, then some of the
Yeah.
buttons just don't work the way you want it to work. And I feel like I keep getting confused with it too. Like I will say this, and this is something that I like 100%. I'll back behind me like that. Like honestly, Dragon Age, Velgard. A lot of people didn't like it because the fucking storyline and what it is. But if anyone actually listened to the storyline and actually paid attention to it, it was actually not bad of a storyline. It was pretty good. But it had a fucking great gameplay. And the control schemes was fucking phenomenal. Like honestly, if you could clone that control scheme to this, I would like it more.
I think they're trying to get to that point, but we'll see.
Yeah, because the way they run, I know they stopped. They took out like the tapping. Like so, all you have to do is hold X and you keep running. And like if you're riding your horse, all you have to do is hold X and you'll keep running and then until you stop it. They had that in the last patch. They're adding things to it, but
Will it
the
be before you move on that it might be too late, right?
I feel like honestly, I feel like this might be something I honestly I feel like this might be what Yakuza Zero was for me in the beginning. It took me a while to get into it, and then once I like fully went into the game, that's when I really enjoyed it. I feel like this one I might wait out a couple of patches and see where it goes from here. But
Yes.
I'm still gonna play it here and there. But I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and then maybe when the time I have nothing to really play, or like I'm not looking into something, because I'm not looking forward to a lot of games this year. I may grab Starfield on PS5 just because I actually really like the Starfield on Xbox, and so I
Okay.
might really go back into that because they did two DLCs into it, and you get it all together in the PS5 package. So I might actually get that. Lego Batman, I'm looking forward to. Wolverine, I'm looking forward to, and then guess GTA, I'm looking forward to. But they're all kind of spaced out with each other, so there's no games in between that I'm not like, I need to play this, I need to play that. So I do want to continue this game. I do want to try to get more into it, but I need them to fix a couple things before I really like get deep down. But I'm gonna still keep pedaling into it. But again, I wish the control scheme was a bit more simplified. But how they have the action and then how they have the blocking, like there's things that they could have easily used that face buttons for that would make it easier and more smoother to block and dodge and all that stuff. But the way they lay it out is like I think all the buttons are too far apart.
Okay. Yeah. And the funniest thing that I always see when I'm watching anybody new, well, what I can't even just say that. When I was watching the debut week, was the fact because the jump and the pickup overlap, and
Yeah,
every time you see people jump up in the air,
yeah,
it's just like that's bad.
yeah,
They need to fix that.
yeah.
So
They gotta get those buttons away from each other
that's yeah, yeah. That's something
because
I can't deal with. That I can't
yeah.
do it.
Other than that, like I do want this game to succeed. I do want this game to be better. I really hope that I could get really into this and get more into it. But I right now I feel like I'm playing a chore. Like I got it, so I need to play it because I already paid for it, kind of thing. Um, but I do like my cat army.
Okay. All right. All right.
I think that's my like that's the highlight of the game so far is the fact that I learned that I could collect cats and I can make them an army. I could even put armor on them. It
Okay.
makes me happy. That was like the best thing. That's like the best thing about this game. Beyond that, I could design armor for these cats, and
Gotcha.
I have a really big one too. He's a big fat cat. I found him, and he's my homie.
Okay.
And you can pet all the animals, and when you actually befriend all the animals, they collect things for you. So like
Uh.
I feel like Ace Ventura when he lies to the when he lies to the landlord that he owned no
Mhm.
pets, and then when he closes the door, he like come to me, my jungle friends. I feel like that in the game. That's how I feel because all the animals come and give me shit. So that's how I feel. Um, Beyond that, it needs a lot of work. It does need a lot of work, but it's not a bad game. I would not say it's a bad game. It's to each his own. I feel like it would be for some people's taste. I wish they simplify the control scheme. I wish they be smarter with how the buttons lay out. Um, and how the stamina works. Cause like even flying, you run out of stamina like fucking crazy. So I hope they balance that better.
Ah.
Because one of the biggest things is you fly into the fucking you're in the sky and shit, and then you running out and you fall, you die.
Ah.
So that's something that needs to be fixed. I think they did patch it up that it takes less stamina now. So they did patch it up. I think the last update. I haven't found anything cool armor yet. I'm still really early in the game. I did find that bee fucking mace though, and that shit works wonders.
Mm, mm,
So
mm.
you hit people and a bunch of bees sting them. It's great.
Mm, mm.
They fucking fuck up their bosses. So that's been my weapon so far.
Okay. All right. That's not
There's a
bad.
sword that does the same thing, but it does it with lasers. So it's like these balls come out and they shoot lasers at the villain as well. So I gotta try to find that sword next. I just
Okay.
want the cheesiest weapon, so I go to this fucking.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's pretty much what it's all about. Again, I think no, it'll get there. It'll get there.
My friend was like, I should have just got Elden Ring, and I was like, you know what?
At that point,
Probably.
you could have got it with the gift card at this point.
Yeah, I was like, probably 100%. Yeah, I probably agree, but I already invested in this, so this has to be played. But it's not bad. I will say it's not a bad game. I played a lot worse and didn't enjoy it. This one I'm enjoying because I like Task. I like how to. I like the scenery. I like the visuals and things like that, and also like the Cat Army. So they're gonna be the Legion of Doom. That's what I name 'em.
Gotcha.
There you go. And they're all gonna have fancy helmets. That was like the best thing that came out of this game. I could be friends with all the animals. You can have a farm too. You cook
Oh wait,
meals.
you can have a farm?
Yeah, you could steal people's like goats and shit. I stole a person's goat
Excuse me?
by accident.
Yeah, I
I
didn't know
forgot I
that.
had the mask. So in the
Ah,
game, you put a mask on and you can steal shit. When you don't have the mask, you can't steal shit. So you put the mask on, you can steal
that's
shit.
a little.
I accidentally pressed X near a goat and I stole them, and then I got arrested. They tried to arrest me.
Oh, okay. That reminds me of something where you can put the bandit mask on. I think you could do that in Dragon's Dogma one. And
That
another
and
game.
I remember
The
Fable.
first one. Oh, and Fable,
Yeah,
yeah.
Fable
Just like
2,
the
I think.
criminals.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I stole someone's goat.
Man.
He's my friend now. Like he's in my little sanctuary. He's my buddy. I can't name them. I wish I could name the animals. Cause I have like
Yeah.
10 cats. I have like 4 dogs. I stole a goat. I stole. I think it was a cow. I want to name them. So let me name the animals. That'd be a
Yeah.
good idea. Let me
I'm
name the
surprised.
animals.
I am surprised you can't.
I'm a little disappointed with that because I will have weird ass names for them. Never name the animals. Anyway, uh, a lot of
Well,
shit.
I'm
Yeah.
glad it's not just straight up bad.
No, it's not bad. Like it needs work.
That's
It
what I
does need work, and I'll say this. I'll say it in the likes of like Cyberpunk 2077. It needs to be fixed. Other than that, like
okay.
there's a lot of things that it could be, but there is potential to be a great game if these things are fixed.
Okay.
So it's not a bad game. I will 100% wait till it's on sale
Mm-hmm.
if you want to play it, and maybe if they fix the control scheme, because the control scheme could be very annoying.
Gotcha.
But other than that,
All right.
I don't mind it. I'm at a 7 right now. It might go higher if they do the updates correctly.
Fingers crossed, because it has something that it just calls to me. Those wrestling moves look real good. That's what I'm saying.
I think that's been that and my cat army. Those are like my highlights.
Mm-hmm.
And let me name the cats. Let me name my animals.
And I think we were talking about it, and I think we should mention it. Kenny Omega, you got to do it, dog. We need you to do a character action game that's just a wrestler as the main character. You
Yes.
got to do it.
He should be the main. He should be the
I don't
antagonist.
want him to be. I don't want him to be the side guy. I don't want him to be the bad guy. I don't want him to be the secret unlockable. It's got to be the main character, and you should do the mocap, Kenny Omega.
You
Let's
know
go.
what could really do this, and they already have the story implanted.
What's that?
The Tiger Mask anime.
Okay. Okay.
Make a video game of that, a 3D action game, and you have the whole story arc right there.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And you can get Kota Ibushi. He ain't doing nothing.
Oh.
He hurt all the time.
Well, I'd like to wait till his leg doesn't fall off again.
He'll be okay. You just gotta voice him. Well, he's gonna voice the Japanese version. We need a. There you go. Kenny Omega can talk him in the English version. There you go.
There you go. All right.
There you go. Tag team, man. Yeah, both the same guy. And you can have like him doing the one wing angel just to highlight that Kenny Omega does talk him.
Yes.
There you go.
Something.
But
But
that
that needs to
story
be
that
real.
story could make it. That story could be a video game.
No, but I don't want a pre-existing anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I don't want a pre-exist. I don't want it to be tied. I just want a dude that does the wrestling moves.
Yeah,
And since Kenny is so good at doing the mocap, I would prefer to have him do the mocap.
yeah, that
But
makes
like
sense.
I don't want it to be a guy with a sword or a guy with a gun. No,
It's wrestling.
I want him to just suplex monsters and drop kick demons and whatever else. I need to put them hands on people.
And you update the wrist tape.
I want the final battle is he makes the devil tap out.
And you and
In a
you
fi-
up and
in
you
a
up
figure four. That's it. No, he can't. No sleeper. Put him in a figure four. Double taps out.
and you update the wrist tape.
Yes.
The wrist tape and the wrestling boots.
Let's take wrestling boots. You can have a mask.
The mask will give you some powers. The tights.
But like, it doesn't need to be branded or anything. Just I need that.
That'd be interesting. All right. What else? I see a line. Instagram. I see a line for LA Knight at Lids in Times
Good.
Square.
Good.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Because they're
have.
gonna be at MSG on Tuesday with what's the name of the show? Is it the? No, it's not the big show. It's the show before the big show. I just
Yes.
realized that.
NXT. They're gonna. Oh, and then Raw's on in MSG on Monday.
Okay. Okay.
So they
Gotcha.
both there this week.
Yeah.
All right. Want to get into these tunes, because we picked two.
Well, one was just the episode. You can talk more about that one.
All right. I'll run down real fast. So the first one we picked, lineup picking, was Defenders of Dynatron City. Defenders of Dynatron City is a video game released in Nintendo Entertainment Center, JVC Musical Industry, and Lucasfilms in 1992. This was Gary Whittack's first project as a solo designer after co-designing Maniac Mansion with Rob Gilbert. It was supported by a brief media franchise and consisted of an animated series TV plot and 6 comic book issues. So the pretty much the cartoon was supposed to be something, but it didn't happen. It just didn't go anywhere. It had the voices of Whoopi Goldberg, Tim Curry, and Christopher Walken as one of the villains, but it just didn't catch. The animated plot was produced by Dick and Animation City, and was aired on Fox Kids Block on February 22nd, 1992. It featured the voices of, again, Whoopi Goldberg, Tim Curry. Originally, Dr. Mayhem was voiced by Christopher Walken. Steve Purcell recalled that the producer at the last minute replaced him and made it more cartoony. It failed to be picked up as a series, but was subsequently released on VHS. No official DVD or digital download released since. The comic book series written by Steve Purcell and penciled by Frank Cariato. I'm not sure if it is, but he was a video game artist, and he has
Makes sense.
he has
Makes
done
sense.
Doc Savage Marvel Comics. So there you go.
Yeah, makes sense.
So the cartoon
So
plot, yeah,
I was gonna say, so this is also a Marvel comic
it was a Marvel comic. It ran for 6 issues.
and a video game.
Yes,
So they had a whole thing planned.
and it just didn't hit.
So how did you think the episode was?
It was okay. It was nothing special. The characters were weird. I liked the characters. I think they were like super weird, and like it kind of got me interested in them. But for the first episode, like I kind of just wanted it to end. The Hammer dude looked crazy, and the dude just shot his head. I think that was voiced by Gary Owens.
Hmm.
Um, the only one that I recognized from this cartoon was the monkey, because I have seen him before. But beyond
Hmm.
that, the cartoon itself, I could understand why it didn't last.
I
It
guess
had
it was
potential.
just
Yeah. Go
the
ahead.
one thing I would say. I think it was just too crowded. At this time period,
Yeah.
everybody and the grandparents were trying to make a cartoon, so it was just like if you didn't hit
Yeah.
the first time you came out, that's it. It's a wrap. Back
Yeah.
to the drawing board. Next thing, scrap it.
Yeah. But it was okay. It was nothing special. I if I had to rate it, I'll give it a 2. It didn't like keep me into interested into wanting to know more about these characters, but it did enough for it to just be fun for that first episode.
I was put it that it would. I mean, I would give it a, I guess a 2.5 for a single episode. I
Yeah,
can't
I
go
go
too much,
2.5. Yeah,
but like the one thing I would say is a few of the hero designs stood out to being
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Like the girl with the pizza cutter leg.
That one was
That's
weird
weird.
too, cause she just drove her foot, drove her
Because
feet.
her bottom half is just a pizza cutter.
Yeah,
Uh,
the hammer,
yeah, the hammer
but
and
did
the
not
guy
use
with
the hammer. He just
radium
used the other.
dog.
Yeah, I liked the dog.
Yeah, but the hammer is weird. The
Yeah,
hammer's weird.
he did nothing with
His
the
name is
hammer. He just
Toolbox.
made different tools with his hands.
Oh, because his name is Toolbox.
Yeah,
So his whole thing was to
yeah, he was a
use all
toolbox.
the tools, but he
Yes,
had a hammer for a head.
he did not use it once.
Oh, he used it to break out of the glass.
There
That
you
was
go.
it.
He didn't headbutt no one with it. He should be headbutting everybody with it.
This is true. It just
Pat,
wasn't good.
yeah,
Like good enough to stand out. And to be honest, it probably it probably would have did better as a franchise for a video game with like the way it's just a bunch of wacky ass characters.
yeah,
But I don't know if the game was even good.
yeah,
That's the thing. Like I looked at it, I've seen it playing. It looks very of the time, just generic action platformer, but like nothing special. So
yeah. It doesn't look nothing special.
that's kind of what this whole thing screams. Nothing special.
Nothing special.
All right, and then we also have the Stone Protectors,
Stone protectors.
which I think the best part of the show was the theme song.
And the toy line being 3 for $10.
All right, all right.
Because that's when I
Can't,
got them.
can't beat that.
Yeah, they're 3 for $10, and I got the vehicles for like under $5. They're
Can't
cheap.
beat that. Let's see. This is TV series from '93. I think it only had one season. There's only
Yes,
1 year here.
ran 13 episodes.
A short-lived cartoon series based on the characters debuted in 1993. In it, Empress Opal of the Mythandra splits. No, of Mythandra, that's the place she's from, splits the legendary Great Crystal into 6 pieces to keep it out of Zock's hands.
Yes.
Uh, it's pretty generic in terms of Princess basically splits up this thing. This is like what this is par for the course because you need a reason to have a team.
Yeah.
So this is basically taken from the Power Rangers, the Super Sentai, the Voltron, the
Anyone that had a
Ninja
power team.
Ninja Turtles. I mean,
Yeah.
It does predate Street Sharks, right?
Yeah, I
93.
think it. Yeah, I think it came out before Street Sharks.
So at least it has that going for it. Uh, and the other thing is the major hook. The reason that this is even a thing is because it's from the trolls. They
Yeah.
don't say that in the little synopsis, but that's what they are. These characters are based on the troll dolls. So this was basically Trolls' attempt. I forget what company made them, but this is 100% their attempt in the 90s to make Trolls marketable for boys.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Trolls was like it was a girl. It was marketed as a girl toy. Because why you want to say? What did you do with the troll dolls? The thing was to brush their hair. I,
Yes.
it is what it
And rub
is.
their belly.
Rub their little belly for good luck and brush their hair. But that was the main thing, brush their hair. It all came with a little brush, I think a comb. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it did.
So little boys are not doing that. It's not what it's made for. They would use it. I can speak for her. I had somebody's troll, and what did I do with it? We fought. We we made them do little fighting things. That was it. We didn't sit there brushing their hair. We had them kicking each other's ass. So that's what this is. That's what this basically is. This is the masculine troll story. Was it particularly good? Again, it was just for the time. It was very. I've seen this before, but different.
Yeah,
And this is not the best version of the thing I've seen before.
I sadly just didn't even think it was funny.
Yeah, that's another thing. It does lean on humor a lot in this one. This is not a serious cartoon,
And I was just staring at it.
and it's not. A lot of the jokes just they didn't age well, and I don't think they were probably funny at the time. Maybe they were funny for kids because again, this is a kids cartoon, but it's like it doesn't hold up, and it is not one of the. This cartoon does not feel like it's a. I can go back and realize, oh, this was kind of smartly written. There's some
Yeah.
chuckles. There's some stuff I could chuckle at in here. It's more of, man, they just tried to sell us everything. That's how I felt watching this cartoon.
I agree.
So this cartoon, I probably give it a 1.5.
I'm at
I
it
think
too.
it's, I think it's not good.
I'm at it too, just because the toys were extremely cheap.
And it's and the other thing that makes it not great is that it's extremely derivative of Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, 100%.
Like when they give the Street Shark shit, which I'm not saying is undeserved. I say no, Street Sharks was actually trying something a little bit different, and it got caught up in the extreme wave of everything has to say
Extreme.
that.
G.I.
The X
Joe
Games were becoming a
Extreme.
thing. Yeah,
Ghostbusters Extreme.
it got caught up in that wave and it was
Yeah.
being.
It was only a
But
year later too.
this is really
Yeah,
that's when the
94.
extreme wave started.
Street Farts 94.
The extreme wave started in '94. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Extreme. I think
Ah,
Extreme G.I. Joes came out like 95, 96. It's
jeez.
on this list. Extreme Ghostbusters came out like 96, 97.
That's crazy. That's a thing. People don't realize that's the thing that kids live through. Everything turned extreme.
Hardy Boys didn't get extreme until 2000.
Uh, yeah.
That was my
Wait,
introduction
wait,
to
wait.
extreme.
When was I also have to remember when was the first X Games? Because that was
95, I think.
the first bit of the mainstream
Uh,
understanding what
First
extreme was.
X Games. I don't think. 95. Yeah, I was right.
95.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there you go.
So, all right, we're gonna spin the wheel for the next cartoon.
That's kind of crazy that the inaugural X Games were in Providence, Rhode Island.
Yep.
Providence and Newport, Rhode Island. It's just like just you don't think Rhode Island when you think extreme. That's pretty funny.
Our next cartoon is
Uh,
Wildcats.
was that pre-planned or did you just do the wheel right now and you
I
got
just
that?
did the real one right now, and Wildcats hit.
This is funny because I was watching them on Tubi.
Nice.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, Wildcats.
Wildcats definitely better than this cartoon.
Yeah, I liked Wildcats. I remember watching the first few when I think it aired at CBS.
Yeah, yeah. That's mostly why I did not see it because
Yes,
it was on a different channel.
it was on CBS. So Wildcats is our next cartoon. There was at least 5 episodes of that, so we ain't gonna do 2 this week.
I'll say here, so not to end on a complete bad note from Stone Protectors, check out the cast. We'll go through the names: Don Brown, Ted Cole, John Tinch, Terry Klassen, Stevie Louis Valance, Scott McNeil, Jim Burns, Ian James Corlett, Kathy Westluck, Rob Morton, and Campbell Lane. And I will say that if you look at these people's IMDb's, majority of them, specifically Scott McNeil, and I think it's Jim Burns,
Yeah,
are the two that I looked at and was like, wow, wow, because the body of work. And then the first guy who is Don Brown, the body of work on these guys
yeah.
is insane.
A lot of them talk Dragon Ball Z characters.
Dragon Ball Z, but you go like the reboots of Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
You got He Man, 2003 He Man, Mucha Lucha. Gundam
Mucha,
Seed,
mucha. That actually made it to the list. So
Mucha Lucha, nice. Monster Rancher, like going. Let's Hamtaro. Remember Hamtaro? I do. I didn't watch it, but I remember Hamtaro. Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge. So that's on the list. Some of these guys were voices in that show, which was terrible. We saw a beast. This guy, what's his name? Don
Scott
Brown.
McNeil.
No, Don Brown.
Yeah.
Scorponok. That's
Oh,
Scorponok.
Scorponok. All right. So
That's
they
one of
work.
my favorite characters from Beast Wars.
Waspinator
Scorponok.
was mine. I like
All these guys,
Waspinator.
like I think if we look through this whole list, they're probably all the characters from Beast Wars.
I wouldn't be surprised because I also saw them in Dragon Ball Z as well.
And then we have the voices for Double Dragon, like the cartoon, which I think is on the list. We didn't watch that one yet.
It's on there.
So this Captain N, the Game Master, like there's a lot. These guys had a huge body of work.
Captain
So
N is also on there.
we may see some of these people again
Yeah.
on that list.
Yeah, Captain N is on here as well. Captain N, Double Dragon's on here. Mucha Lucha is on here now. Darkstalkers is on here. There's a lot of random stuff, but I added Adventure Boys. I added Max. Rest in peace, the artist of Max. He just passed away last week.
Yeah. Oh man, R.I.P. Max was a hell of a cartoon, and
yeah, I have that on here.
The comic. That was a different book. That was a art book.
And the comic was crazy, and you know what he was famous for too? The Marvel Presents, the Wolverine and other books. He did a lot of the cover arts for the Marvel Presents Wolverine.
The one with, I don't know specifically if it was that, but there's a cover he did with Ghost Rider.
Yes,
in his style, that looks so badass.
Yeah, he did a lot of crazy covers, and he did a lot of Wolverine covers with that Marvel Presents book.
Let's see. Sam Keith, yes. R.I.P. Sam Keith.
Yeah, he has a lot of nice art. Max was one of my favorites. One of my favorite arts of his, but because I remember seeing it in the Wizard comics, the Wizard magazines and stuff like that. So that kind of got me interested in the character. But as an artist, he has done like a lot of cover art and stuff like that. Like I said, Marvel Presents, he did a lot of the cover arts for Marvel Presents, and he did a lot of the Wolverine Marvel Present.
He did stuff that was the thing I think that was forgot about is that he did art for everybody.
Yeah.
So he's got cool ass covers with like Hulk, which obviously it makes sense. But one of the best ones he has is Batman and Lobo.
Yeah.
Because it looks disturbing and weird, but it's in his style. It's just like, why does Batman look like that? Jesus. Jesus.
I just sent you the Wolverine he did. Like he did some like sick art of Wolverine.
Yeah. His reminds me almost of like a graffiti kid if he refined his art.
He drew Wolverine naked a lot of the times in his Marvel.
Yeah, he drew that to the Savage Land Wolverine a lot.
Yeah. He was always like mad hurry and fucking just fighting people.
Yep.
Yeah, he did a lot of that stuff. The Wolverine Hulk, I think that was one of I remember as well. Yeah, he did a lot of good stuff. So yeah, check his art out.
And he made it. I didn't realize he was the first one to make it to MTV.
Yes.
Yes. So he was the first one, and I think that was one of the things that when they asked McFarlane about it, he's like, I was low key jealous that he made it there first. He's like, that's cool. He's like, he did it. He did it
as an indie comic.
Yes.
As an indie comic, because they again like other like Spider-Man and all that stuff had it shows before him, but he was the first indie.
No, Max predates all that, right?
No,
that's
93.
CG Spider-Man.
93.
No, but that's the CG Spider-Man didn't exist at that point. So he's the first. He's the first cartoon.
Oh, cartoon to be on MTV.
The comic book cartoon. It's the Max, right?
Yeah. On MTV, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And first, M-rated. It was like not for kids cartoon. 30 episodes.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
His comic was interesting, but oh well, that's good. But yes, we have Wildcats, which Jim Lee did on Image. So
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
Yes, sir.
So we'll wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Select the link. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. And we have a WordPress. Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. All Mark the Mike. Also follow every cast we do. We have the Morphin Cast, Not a Trekkie, a book club, a TV and movie podcast, and we have Shell Shock. So definitely check those out. We will have new recordings sometime this week, so stay tuned for those. And peace out, laters, and I guess don't play. I guess if you want X Men and Captain America: and Avengers Arcade, play it. If not,
No, don't do it. Don't give them the money. Don't give them.
wait till
They
it's
did a
on
bad
sale.
job. They did a bad job when they ported not good games. Don't give them the money.
Yeah. Peace out, leaders.